So when you think about the monsoon in Mumbai, it's more than just rain, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's like this living entity almost.
Yeah, it transforms the whole city, that heavy sort of gray air, streets turning into, well, basically rivers.
Mm-hmm. It has this dual nature.
It does, because Mumbai is this city of dreams. So much drive, so much ambition, a real dream factory.
Exactly. But then nature reminds you.
And it reminds you how fragile life can be there, even amidst all that energy. You're really at the mercy of its power sometimes.
Precisely.
So let's picture the scene.
Okay.
It's really early morning, August 16th, 2025. Still dark.
Right, the wee hours.
In Vikhroli, an eastern suburb, usually buzzing, but now just enduring this relentless rain.
A massive downpour.
And then the earth just gives way, a landslide, a complete nightmare unfolding, taking lives.
Horrific.
Okay, let's unpack this, because this deep dive, it isn't just about this one awful event.
No, it can't be.
Our mission is to really get into the layers. Why does this keep happening in Mumbai? Because it's never just the rain, is it?
Never just the rain. It's vulnerability, it's resilience, and it's these systemic issues that often get ignored.
So this incident in Vikhroli, where exactly did it happen?
It was in Varsha, Nagar, in Vikhroli Parkside. And it's just such a stark snapshot of Mumbai's monsoon
A
problem.
snapshot, yeah. How bad was it immediately?
We're talking tons of earth.
Right.
Mud, stones, debris, just cascading down.
Devastating.
And what's fascinating here is, well, not fascinating in a good way, but telling, is how this one event connects to much bigger forces.
Natural forces and human ones.
Exactly. Both shaping the city's fate, especially during the monsoon.
Yeah.
It forces us to ask, what are these forces? Why do they keep colliding like this?
Right. So let's zoom in on that immediate nightmare in Vikhroli. The details are just harrowing.
They really are.
Around 2 or 3 in the morning, August 16th, a small hut, a family's home, just buried.
The Mishra family.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the human cost. Suresh Mishra, 50 years old, and his daughter, Shalu Mishra, only 19.
Just starting her life.
Both pronounced dead at the Rajawati hospital. Their dreams, their lives, just gone.
It's heartbreaking.
Thankfully, Suresh's wife, Arti, who's 45, and their son, Ruturaj, 20, they survived.
Rushed to the same hospital, stable condition, they said, but the trauma.
You can't even imagine a close family just trying to get by in this city that promises so much but can be so unforgiving.
Absolutely.
And the response did help arrive quickly.
From what we know, yes. The fire brigade, local police, civic workers, they were there fast.
Digging through all that muck.
Trying to rescue them, and also, crucially, getting other nearby residents out of harm's way, evacuating the area.
Because the rain that night was, well, you called it a massive downpour. Any specific figures?
Monstrous figures, really. Vikhroli itself got 248.5 millimeters, just in a few hours.
Wow, 248.5. How does that compare?
Well, nearby Santa Cruz saw 232.5 millimeters. Sion got 221 millimeters. It gives you a sense of the intensity.
It's like an unbelievable amount of water dumped on one area.
Pretty much. And here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
This wasn't just a Vikhroli problem. The whole city felt it. The IMD, the Met Department, they issued a red alert. Extremely heavy rainfall.
So widespread disruption.
Oh, yeah. Major roads flooded, basically turned into lakes.
Yeah.
Flights delayed at the airport, even the local trains.
The lifeline of Mumbai.
Even they were running slower. Struggling.
And the timing. Wasn't there something specific about that date?
Almost cruelly ironic, it was Janmashtami, the festival celebrating Lord Krishna's birth.
Wow. So amidst celebration, this tragedy unfolds.
It really underscores the vulnerability.
And that intensity you mentioned, that massive rainfall, it throws those deeper issues into sharp relief, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. If we connect this to the bigger picture, look, monsoons aren't new to India, right? For centuries, they've been the lifeblood.
Agriculture.
Culture.
Yeah, essential.
But in recent decades,
They
seem to have morphed into something fiercer,
Mm-hmm.
more unpredictable.
What's driving that change?
It's become this potent cocktail, you can say. Climate change is a huge factor, accelerating things.
All right.
Then you've got rapid, often uncontrolled urbanization.
The way Mumbai's grown.
Exactly. And mixed into that, frankly, some pretty shoddy planning, short-sighted decisions.
So the usual rainfall patterns are changing.
Well, Mumbai's average is around 2,200 millimeters a year, mostly June to September. But incidents like this Vikhroli one, they echo past disasters.
Like the 2005 floods.
The big one, yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Over 900 millimeters in 24 hours then. Over 1,000 people died, many in floods and landslides.
Unbelievable.
And more recently, 2021, the Chamber Wall collapse. 17 lives lost.
Right, I remember that.
And Vikhroli itself, with its hills and these informal settlements, it's been a known hotspot for this kind of thing. These scares have happened before there.
So it raises the question, how much is just terrible luck and how much is predictable, a result of choices?
That's the core question, isn't it?
Because the first reaction for many, seeing 248 millimeters of rain, is, well, it was just too much rain.
Understandable, but incomplete.
Even though, as you said, the 2025 monsoon has been intense, the city apparently already passed its August average by mid-month.
That's right. But still, it's not just the rain. So what are the human-made factors? The real culprits turning heavy rain into a killer.
You've nailed it. It's largely a consequence of Mumbai's explosive growth, often happening without proper checks.
Like what specifically?
Well, first, extensive deforestation on the hillsides. Those trees used to hold the soil together like nature's glue, their roots binding everything.
Precisely. Take them away, the soil is loose, unstable, ready to slide.
Okay.
Then, critically, you have encroachments. People building homes, often informal settlements, on these very slopes.
Because they need affordable housing, right?
Exactly. Often low-income families pushed to the margins onto government land, sometimes under what's called the collector's jurisdiction.
Which makes proper planning hard.
Very hard. It's often a legal gray area, lacking basic infrastructure. These places literally become ticking time bombs.
Wow, and the drainage.
Chronically poor. The nullas, the drains, they're almost always clogged.
Yeah.
Plastic waste, construction debris, you name it.
So the water has nowhere to go.
It backs up, saturates the already unstable ground. It's a recipe for disaster created by human actions.
It sounds like we're actively building these vulnerabilities. It's like building a sandcastle at high tide and acting shocked when it washes away.
That's a powerful analogy.
Yeah.
And quite accurate, unfortunately.
So these local issues, deforestation, building on slopes, clogged drains, how much does climate change worsen these specific problems? Is it just adding more rain, or is it more complex?
It's definitely more complex. It's a feedback loop. Climate change is amplifying the risks we've already created locally.
How so?
Studies are showing India's monsoons are becoming more erratic. We're seeing more intense bursts of rain rather than steady drizzles.
Right, concentrated downpours.
Exactly. And the 2023 IPCC report, it directly linked warming oceans to stronger cyclones and heavier rains, especially in coastal cities like Mumbai.
So the basic science connects warming seas to wetter storms?
Absolutely. Plus, sea levels are rising. That makes flooding worse in low-lying areas during these intense rain events.
And the forecast?
Not great.
Yeah.
Experts predict maybe up to 30% more extreme rain events by 2050 if we don't curb emissions significantly.
The 30% more, that's huge for a city already struggling.
It is. So climate change isn't some abstract future threat. It's making Mumbai's existing problems far, far worse right now.
And amidst all this data, the forecasts, the millimeter of rain, we have to come back to the human story.
Always.
The Mishra family, they weren't statistics. Suresh, probably a daily wage worker just trying to provide. Arti, his wife, Ruturaj, their son, and Shalu, 19 years old.
A life just starting, full of possibilities.
Cut short. And these informal settlements, they house millions who, let's be honest, keep Mumbai running right.
The backbone of the informal economy, absolutely. Maids, vendors, drivers.
Yet they live on the edge, literally on these dangerous slopes. It's just so clear that disasters hit the poorest the hardest.
Trapped in that cycle of vulnerability. And while the immediate response this time was swift.
The rescue, the evacuations.
Yes. The BMC mobilizing teams, police warnings, airlines, railways adjusting, other residents moved to shelters. That was all commendable. But this raises an important question. If the reaction could be so prompt, why is prevention always lagging?
Good point. What about things like clearing drains before the monsoon?
The BMC does conduct pre-monsoon desilting drives. They sound great on paper.
But the reality.
Clogged nullas tell a different story on the ground, don't they? It's a recurring theme.
And Mumbai's history is full of these landslide tragedies. Lessons unlearned.
It feels like a litany of lessons unlearned.
Yeah.
2019, Malad Wall collapse, 31 dead. 2022, slides in Andheri, Gadkapar.
Why does it keep happening? What's the systemic why?
It's complex. Corruption in construction plays a part.
Right.
Lax enforcement of building codes, and just the sheer overwhelming pressure of population growth.
Outpacing any real planning or infrastructure upgrades?
Exactly. And the slum rehabilitation schemes, like through the SRA, they aim to move people from risky areas, but they're painfully slow.
While over half the city lives in slums, many on these vulnerable hillsides.
It's like playing Jenga with lives, isn't it?
Yeah.
You pull one wrong block, Lack of enforcement, delayed rehab, ignoring warnings, and it all tumbles.
That's a chilling way to put it. And it's not just the building on the land, it's what we're doing to the land itself.
How do you mean?
I keep thinking of Mumbai as a giant sponge.
Okay.
During the monsoon, it's meant to soak up water. But we've paved over so much, built over wetlands, destroyed mangroves.
Nature's buffers.
Exactly. Critical natural infrastructure. So the sponge is wrapped in plastic, it can't absorb or drain properly.
And the loss of mangroves is significant, isn't it?
Hugely. They used to cover maybe 65 square kilometers around Mumbai. Now it's half that, maybe less.
Gone for development.
And they're vital for absorbing floodwater, stabilizing soil.
Oh,
Funny, isn't it? We build massive sea links to cross the water.
While ignoring the water crossing into our streets and homes.
The irony is just staggering. Okay, so we've painted a pretty bleak picture of the problems. Let's shift to solutions. What can actually be done?
Experts talk about a multi-pronged approach. It has to be.
Like what?
First, better early warning systems. The IMD alerts are okay, but imagine using AI for hyperlocal predictions.
Pinpointing risk street by street, slope by slope?
Potentially, yes. That could save lives. Second, physically reinforcing those hillsides. Retaining walls, yes, but also vegetation.
Plant those trees back.
Absolutely. Reforestation is engineering. And third, humane, timely relocation to people in the most vulnerable spots. Proper housing, not just temporary shelters.
Well, decision and security.
Exactly. And the government does have plans, like the Mumbai Climate Action Plan, MCAP, launched in 2022.
What does that promise?
Carbon neutrality by 2050, flood-resilient infrastructure, expanding green cover, upgrading drains. Sounds good.
But the implementation?
Ah, yes. What's fascinating here is, well, it's the usual challenge. Plans are like New Year's resolutions sometimes, aren't they?
Full of promise, short on follow-through.
Precisely. Implementation is everything.
And amidst all this, you always hear about Mumbai's spirit. That unbreakable resilience.
Legendary.
But is spirit enough anymore? Does it need to be channeled differently? Because the city does keep going. Rain lashes down, chihuahuas are out, kids play in puddles.
Bollywood keeps shooting.
Right. Remember that old song, Golly Golly Main Fear to High? Today it feels like Golly Golly Main Pani High, water everywhere.
Yeah. And social media is buzzing videos of the landslide. Warnings.
Someone joked online, Mumbai's new sport, dodging potholes in the rain, Olympic gold guaranteed.
Hey, probably true.
But seriously, beyond the spirit and the jokes, so what does this all mean for us, for you listening? How do we move forward?
Education is a massive part of it.
In schools?
Yes. Teaching kids about climate resilience. Simple things, why recycling helps keep drains clear, why littering is bad, practical stuff.
And community preparedness.
Community drills for evacuations, turning panic into an organized retreat if needed.
And for us adults, our role?
Empowering ourselves. Voting for leaders who prioritize genuine sustainability, long-term infrastructure over just shiny projects.
Because the stakes are incredibly high. You mentioned sea level rise.
World Bank studies suggest parts of Mumbai could be submerged by 2030 if things continue. It's not distant. It's imminent.
Okay. So wrapping this up, we've covered the Vikhroli tragedy, unpacked the complex causes, rain, yes, but also development, climate change, systemic failures. We've reflected on patterns, the human cost.
And looked at potential fixes?
The loss for the Mishra family. It has to be a wake-up call, not just for the authorities, but really for all of us.
Agreed.
Next time it rains in Mumbai or anywhere facing these challenges, maybe spare a thought for those on the fringes, for whom the rain isn't just wet, it's genuinely dangerous.
Absolutely. And remember, in Mumbai, resilience isn't really a choice, is it? It's survival. It's built in.
Yeah.
But it's about using that spirit now proactively to build a safer future. You know, if Mumbai cars can handle Bollywood plot twists, they can handle the rain. But the real question for everyone, for your listening, is what active part will you play in making sure the city can actually weather the next storm better?